Alright, looks like we are 5 seconds live. Oh shit, Smoke Tooth Bacon! Coming back. Being a little less lazy and a little bit more on the ball. Interesting. Will my shit just fail, or is there, Gotta love that. You never do know these days if shit's working or not. Wonderful. Let's see. Bam. No, it is not. What the fuck? I just worked so hard to make all of this work. What in the actual fuck? I go live, it fucking fails? What the fuck is this? Oh, that's wonderful. Open Broadcaster, I kind of fucking hate you. I really, really do. I fucking hate this software. What the fuck? So, look at this. Look at this shit. Turn it off, turn it on. This was perfect literally 5 minutes ago. Oh, that is so fucking annoying. So annoying. You gotta reset this shit all the time. Alright. Now let's see. Now we're back. Now we're in action. Now our green screen works. I do not know why the chroma key failed. This must be why my fucking YouTube channel is still yet to just take off and be viral, because y'all sit through fucking 20 minutes of me, you know, fucking checking out shit and making sure it works. Even though I just spent 45 minutes doing that, getting everything so nice. See my big shiny face here? I know you do. This is what you're used to seeing. This little tiny face here, and I thought, you know what? I'm beautiful. You all should see my big beautiful face. So there you fucking go. There you have it. Yeah. Anyway. Welcome to today's show. Smoke to Think On. I'm getting ready to roll a blunt. As you can see, I'm rocking my We Get More Done After 420 Than Most People Do All Day t-shirt. Got that weed leaf because the army ain't for me. I'm not good at taking orders in a corporate setting, let alone one where I'm legally obliged to take orders. So I'm gonna rock this army of fucking high times instead. So what's up? I guess we're gonna look at some news today. I don't know what else to do. I'm fucking bored. I just got signed up for one of these many remote work websites, waiting for my application or whatever to be okayed so I can start applying for freelance gigs. I'm gonna start doing some writing and whatever the fuck else people need. Pretty much do any job that doesn't involve committing a major felony. So if you got anything lined up, feel free to hit me up, you know. I could build fences or, you know, marketing strategies, whatever it is you really need. But yeah, other than that, just smoking blunts today. It's been great. I haven't looked at the news or at Twitter at all, which is probably for the best as far as my mental health is concerned. I don't know about you guys, but usually when I look at Twitter or the news, I feel my blood pressure rise and my fucking mind consistently saying to me, who's listening, the only person listening, what's wrong with these crazy assholes? Let's see here. Amy Coney Barrett hearings are still happening. I mean, do you care anymore? It's been like 5 days. I don't think anyone actually cares anymore. I think the people that say they care are just pretending because they want to sound relevant. No one cares. Nope, nobody cares. I mean, if you had to put this on a list, 10 most important things to you right now And you have to include all of the things, like your kid's birthday, you know, or you know, you just got fired from a job and you have to find a new one, you know, on all the shit on your plate. Do you really, is this on your top 10 of shit you gotta fucking concern yourself with right now? Because it's not even on mine, and I live in a fucking RV and smoke reefer for a living, so I can't imagine this is on the plates of fucking real Americans who have actual, you know, bills and lives and families to take care of. But whatever, it's the thing. Donald Trump and Joe Biden to hold competing town halls Thursday instead of a debate. Great, so they're literally going to have a ratings war instead of a debate. Now, I mean, again, I said yesterday, I'm all for this. I would rather have these guys in their own echo chambers answering questions that they think that the American people actually want to hear, so I can judge whether or not they, A, have a pulse on America, or B, are actually saying shit that I want to hear. As opposed to what we got last time, which was two idiots fucking yelling over each other. And, yeah, I don't care what side of the fence you're on. The last debate showed that Joe Biden and Donald Trump have no couth. They're not statesmen, they're fucking children. Amy Cooper made second 911 call to falsely accuse black bird watcher. So why is it Karen? Why are we making fun of ladies named Karen? I don't understand. When it's clearly bitch's named Amy we gotta look out for. Oh, Jesus Christ. It's extremely problematic. You know what's problematic is people's use of the word problematic. The immortal words of Amoyo. Shit. Toya Montego. Inigo Montoya. Sorry, my brain wasn't functioning. I didn't want to fuck that guy's name up. I don't think you know what that word means. That's not a quote. Ah. Oh shit, no, I don't remember the damn quote. But you know what? That's okay. I'm allowed to forget how fucking age-old sayings go, because I'm a pothead, not the president. Fool me once, you know? Anyway. Problematic is stupid phrasing. Come up with an actual fucking viable argument. You know, problematic. Just sounds like a word somebody who talks like that would say. And what's problematic? They're putting new unauthorized drop boxes in California for ballots. Fuck, I don't know how to feel about this. People are concerned that their shit's gonna get lost in the fucking mail. Anybody who's ever done any serious trade with the post office knows that that shit does happen. And, I mean, obviously people are afraid that there's gonna be straight up, you know, fraud and whatnot, but even without that, I mean, you got 300 million Americans voting by mail. I mean, that's 300 million extra letters they've got to deal with. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just the probabilities of shit getting fucked up. It's there. Things can get fucked up. I'm not saying it's the end of the world or, you know, whatever. I'm just saying that I can see where people are concerned. So Republicans are driving around putting up drop boxes for fucking ballots so people can just go put their shit in a ballot box and go about their lives. Honestly, I think that seems like a pretty legit mechanism, actually. You do a simple app on iOS or Android that has these Dropbox locations. You fucking cement and bolt them into the ground with a special key, and then somebody from the fucking election commission or whatever goes around and picks all these ballots up. You can drop them off. You don't require the mail. We don't overload the postal service. It actually seems like a pretty legitimate fucking solution to this problem. I'm actually a little bit pissed off that this isn't just how we're doing it, to be completely honest. But whatevs. Whatevs. Smoking gun email reveals how Hunter Biden introduced Ukrainian businessmen to VP Dad. Don't care. I don't care. They're all crooks. They're all politicians. You're surprised that somebody on the left is just as corrupt and you know, driven by greed as anybody else? It's silly. Something is happening with seniors. That is the worst headline I've ever read. Trump's handling of the pandemic is proving costly among older voters who once supported him. What's funny about this is I don't recall Trump being the one who was sending old folks who were sick back to their fucking old folks' homes in New York. I vaguely recall that being weird. The chroma key on OBS is just not working for me today, is it? It's really not. Why is that? Has it got something to do with the lighting? Forgive me, folks. We're having new technical difficulties that I've never had before, making me seriously regret the fucking update I just did to Open Broadcaster software. I really wish that I had just kept the version that I had, because it worked. This is not working. Very frustrating. Anyway, whatever. Trump's handling of the coronavirus is killing old people. Remember that before you go to vote, I guess. That's the function of this article. I don't know if that's true, but whatever. In Arizona, as elsewhere, Trump's handling of the pandemic. States' governors are handling independently the state's fucking pandemic. I don't understand this absolute disconnect from reality. Donald Trump has not come to Nevada or Michigan and told these people how to do their lockdowns. That has been entirely at the behest, or Arizona, entirely at the behest of the governors. So, look, I'm fucking happy to place blame in the hands of those who are responsible for, problems in the world. George Bush is responsible for the death of fucking a million dead Iraqis. You know what I mean? 20-year war in Iraq and Afghanistan. I'm not left, I'm not right, I'm reality. I'm reality based. That's where my ties are. And this shit don't jive with fucking reality. What is going on with this camera? Do you guys see this shit? Like, I am falling in and out of the opacity. What is going on? This is the strangest fucking stream I've done yet. Okay. It's not the sharpening that's doing it. I'm showing you guys the process so you know that I'm not fucking insane. That something weird is happening here and it's really frustrating me. No. Let's turn that similarity down. Let's see here. Get me back into the picture. And then kick up the smoothness. Bring down the smoothness and bring up the similarity. God damn it. That's about as happy medium as we're going to get right there. And when I blow smoke at the fucking screen, all of me goes, that's just crazy. This shit's neat though, right? Where did he go, man? I just get frustrated with this kind of bullshit. Trump's responsible for being a douchebag. I wholeheartedly agree. Trump is not a qualified person for the President of the United States. I wholeheartedly agree. Is he responsible for all of these people dying from a deadly pandemic that is spanning the entire world? No. Fucking, he's just not. I'm sorry. You're not going to win that argument with me, because there's no logic fucking flowchart you can build to prove it. Alright. What Kamala Harris's past as a prosecutor can tell us. Okay, NPR, what can it tell us? Really, that's all it took. I turned on one more LED light, and I guess we're back to fucking normal on this. Weird. Anyway, okay. Code switch. Not long ago, we dove into blah, blah, blah. Give us a resounding hell yes. Would we explore a complicated history as a prosecutor? Remember all the Kamala Harris as a cop memes? Man, I'm the worst news anchor in the world, guys, because I don't want to read all of this. Running against Helena and someone considered him. Yeah, who cares? She's not going to be the president. She's going to be the vice president. Unless everyone secretly knows they're running on the name of Joe, and then Joe's going to step down and let Kamala Harris be the fucking president of the United States, which is entirely possible. I mean, I think if the election is legitimate, I think Trump will win. I really do. He's just significantly more popular, and that's what we're working with, is a popularity vote. It's not about who's right or wrong or who should or shouldn't be president. It's who has more people rooting for them. You know, this is a sport in which the players don't determine the outcome of the game. The audience does. You know, imagine if LeBron James shot fucking 50 points in a game, and you know, the team he was up against altogether only scored 25 points. You know, but the crowd liked the other team better, so they just decide the other team wins. I mean, that's basically American politics at this point. It's two teams rooting for their, or two fan bases rooting for their team. Except for it's who roots loudest wins. Politics is if like baseball worked like a rap battle, you know? Who cares what the actual points are? However, if they rig it and the powers that be get what they want, which is what I usually think is going to happen, then depending on their end game and where they're at in it, will depend on whether or not they're going to let Kamala Harris be president or not, which I think is possible. I think we're probably one more election away from actual straight up Armageddon, because the Bible says something about 7 years of tribulation. And tribulation starting now, so we'll see what happens with that. 2024. But if they are at the end game, then Trump will win. There'll be riots in the street and civil war. If they are not at their end game, then they'll give us one more calming, pacifying period of time in which we get a female president who's also part black, and you know, we won't riot in the streets or start civil war until the next one. We'll see. It's just my prophetic thoughts. They're not based on any kind of fact or science. Well, they're based on facts, but not any science. PS4 is getting a software update. Dope, I guess. I don't know. Among Us goes for full 3D and Unreal 4 engine render. Yeah, somebody did a dope-ass render of that game in 3D. It looks pretty cool. I don't know if it's a playable game or if it's something somebody else made, but bad neighbor vulnerability. I'm going to put that off to the side for me to read later. More potent than THC and CBD. Alright, Raphael McAlone. Probably studying this shit in Israel, where they're allowed to study it scientifically. Cannabidiolic acid methanol ester, EPM 301. Introduction of this new patented compound, synthetic, fully stable, acidic-based cannabinoid molecules caused a wave of excitement in the future of medical cannabis. pharmaceutical cannabis, not medicinal cannabis, pharmaceutical cannabis. Anything that's synthetic and fully stable, acidic-based cannabinoid molecules, if you see that, this is a plus for pharmaceutical companies, not for the medicinal elements of cannabis, because it's fucking synthetic. Presented the World Partnership EPM, biotechnology company based in the U.S., aims to bring the gap between cannabis and pharmaceutical industries. At least they told us at the other side. Ah, man, why you gotta be fucking with stuff? Just grow the plants, you know, selectively breed, and let's get back to fucking nature, dude. Anyway, I'm glad to see at least they're studying it. That's dope. How a U.S. task force killed a wanted Antifa activist. Now this is an important headline right here. And the reason this is an important headline is because just the other day, Joe Biden was on television telling people that Antifa was an idea, not an organization. Yet, this guy was wanted. And I'm guessing this is probably a story about the guy who shot that poor dude on the streets. But 4 officers fired 30 rounds at Portland, Oregon fugitive Michael Reinl after it cornered him in a September 3rd outside Washington apartment complex where he'd be hiding out. Yeah. He was fucking wanted in the shooting of Aaron Danielson. And I won't call him by this middle nickname on account of that is also the name of somebody else who happens to be like tied to white supremacy and shit. And for a little while at the beginning of this story, the media was saying that it was that guy and acting as though he deserved it. Yeah, I was right. They're finally coming out over a month later to tell us what really happened about the Antifa terrorist being shot in the face by the cops 30 times. Jesus Christ. California braces for renewed fire threat from windy weather. Renewed? As though it's gone away or hasn't been consistently ravaging the fuck out of Californians for the last 2 months? Get out of here. God damn. Well, I would say normally, hopefully this will encourage Californians to take better care of their forests. However, it doesn't seem like they're going to need to do a whole lot of work for the next 50 years or so because the fires this year have pretty much handled all of that. The mayor in Anchorage resigns because he was sexting with a TV anchor lady who is now mad about it, even though before she was probably like, when you get them dick pics. I'm just guessing yesterday the article, the headline was about how they had a texting relationship, and a relationship does in fact imply reciprocation. So there's that. Famed the Navy SEAL pushes back after Trump amplifies baseless Bin Laden conspiracy theory. Huh? Alright, where's Trump's words? That's what I want to see. Hidden Biden and Obama say they had SEAL Team 6 killed. Explosive CIA whistleblower exposes Biden's alleged role in the deaths of SEAL Team. Claimed to have documented proof. Retweet. Bizarre theory, which is outre even standards the right's usual Benghazi claim. Is also alleged Bin Laden, body double rather than the terrorist mastermind itself, was killed in 2011. Okay, so Trump's a conspiracy theorist. And he follows conspiracy theory. Are you surprised? Is that new? I mean, again, I've said 1,000 times, don't think this dude should be our fucking president. But I'm also not, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? so overwrought with anger that I'm incapable of, logical thought on this particular subject. Trump is a fucking idiot, but he's not the worst person on the planet. Just coming back full circle, because people are gonna be like, see, Trump supports crazy conspiracy theories. The world's craziest conspiracy theory to this day is the weapons of mass destruction, and there are still people in Iraq and Afghanistan dying because of that conspiracy theory. So this ain't shit in my book when I'm weighing them on the scales of actual reality. I'm just throwing it out there once again. Let's see what else. World. Deaths of Syrian mercenaries show how Turkey and Russia could get sucked into Nagorno-Karabakh conflict. This could maybe be the one where I've been waiting for that small, tiny little country's conflict to spark off World War III. Maybe this is it. Maybe. It's always some shit you never heard of, right? Like, do you think anybody before World War I had ever heard of Franz Ferdinand? No. But somebody fucking killed a little bastard in World War I. You know what I'm saying? So, I'd never heard of Nagorno-Karabakh before I read this news article yesterday about the conflict there. No, never heard of it. Maybe that'll be the thing. We'll see. Woman close to Vatican cardinal arrested in corruption probe. Well, thankfully, they're all about forgiveness. Greek court imposes jail terms on far-right Golden Dawn leaders. Wow. Leaders of the far-right Golden Dawn, once Greece's third party, for running criminal gang linked with hate crimes during the country's worst economic crisis in decades. Damn. Golden Dawn entered Parliament for the first time in 2012 at the peak of the crisis on a fiercely anti-immigrant platform. Well, I guess that's fucked up. Those people are crazy. Britain's Boris Johnson pressured to introduce circuit breaker lockdown to stop the coronavirus. I'm telling you folks, this is how you know it's very close to endgame. It's all around the world. We need a circuit break to protect NHS, fix testing, and get control of the virus. A circuit breaker introduced now could straddle the school's midterm holiday. Hold on. Slow down. Pressure is mounting. The UK can impose strict, short, mini lockdown to act as what's called a circuit breaker on the coronavirus. Yeah. More lockdowns, more economic destruction. Slow, measured, calculated, and controlled. This is like watching a fucking building being demolished. It's just shit in the right place at the right time. FDA reportedly found quality control lapse at Eli Lilly plant making COVID-19 drug. Oh, what? You mean they're currently rushing this shit to market, and that's historically a dangerous, potentially dangerous feature of medicine is economics? I think so. I was naive at Microsoft. I didn't realize success would bring antitrust scrutiny. What a fucking liar, dude. This guy was brilliant but dumb, I guess, huh? Elizabeth Warren slams Disney for laying off thousands of workers after awarding fat executive pay packages. You know why they were awarding those executives fat pay packages? Because those executives found ways to save money on the company and got rid of all those fucking workers. It's not cool. I'm not saying it's legit. I'm just saying it's like, that's how corporations work. You know what I mean? Like, you can't. It's like, hate the game, player, not the player. Oh, great. Starbucks ties executive pay to 2025 diversity targets. Wonderful. Look at that smug smile. Goodness. Alright, technology. The iPhone 12 with 5G, HomePod Mini, and more. Oh, Apple's getting fucking ready for that Amazon Prime Day 2020. OnePlus 8T announced with 65 watt fast charging and 120 hertz display for $749. Actually, OnePlus, you were always on top of your game with that shit. Download Google Camera 8 from Pixel 5 and other iPhones. I'm good. Bachelorette frontrunner Dale Moss reacts to Claire Crawley. I felt that. Silly. Shockingly, Monster Hunter movie trailer is full of giant beasts. Why would that be shocking? That's what the fucking game's about. Stupid. Billie Eilish shares video on real bodies after body shaming tweets. Okay. This is gonna sound terrible, but is it not kind of funny that someone who kind of looks like she may or may not have just crawled out from under a fucking bridge is having to deal with human beings being referred to as trolls? I just think that's ironic. I don't know. I mean, I know, I get it. It's not nice. But it is funny, okay? And I'm sorry. Where's the bravery here? She's a stacked little pretty bitch. She got nice lips, pretty face, big boobs. I don't see anything in here that indicates that she doesn't have a perfectly hour-shaped glass body there. I don't know if she does or doesn't. I don't follow this person. I don't know who they are. Like, okay, so she a little thick, right? But this is not a picture that illustrates that in any way, shape, or form. And I'm just saying, in this picture here, she looks a little bit like an under the bridge troll. Like, she got crazy green hair, kind of a pudgy face, weird looking clothes. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just what she looks like in this picture. So that's still a funny joke, but admittedly, here, I mean, she looked like a pretty girl. You know, she's got nice eyes, pretty lips, nice hair, giant boobs. The way her shoulders are put, if I seen her shit on Tinder, I would probably swipe right and then not be surprised when she came out a little bit thicker. I'd be like, oh yeah, her fucking Instagram didn't show nothing about her whole body. And I know what you're saying. You're like, well, that's the point. That's the point. No, that's not the point. The point is that we're going from a system that's saying, you know, not everybody can look like Cindy Crawford, to saying that everyone should look like Rosie O'Donnell. And I'm sorry, but it's got to be somewhere in the middle. And to be fair, this girl's kind of somewhere in the middle. But to act like those girls that there aren't girls that look like Cindy Crawford is silly. Spend one summer in Lake Tahoe and come back and talk to me about what real bodies look like. Cause damn. Okay? Okay. Tahoe's a beautiful place for so many reasons. Kristen Bell opens up about her husband's deeply personal and fucking seriously private issues. Right? The fuck? I hate these people. More than I hate these people, I hate the people that care about this shit and click on it and reproduce it and continue to make it a market. You're fucking sick. Get lives. Watch sports. At least they're harmless in their pointlessness. Room temperature superconductivity in a carbonaceous sulfur hydroxide. Hydride. I don't know what the fuck that means, but dope. Oh no, I do know what that means. Holy shit. First room temperature superconductor. Oh my. Wow. If we don't burn ourselves to the ground, the future is going to be incredible. This is going to put supercomputers in your fucking pocket. You think your phone is smart now? Just wait. Give these guys 5 years, 10 years with this. The Artemis Accord, so we don't blow each other up on the moon. Soyuz launch marks end of era for NASA. Russian cosmonauts launched to the space station. Whatever. Problem that people seem to keep forgetting is that the original space race was about getting rockets to other continents, not about getting to the moon. The moon was the spectacle. The reality was getting interballistic continental missiles to fucking land where you wanted them. Once we all got that, we didn't really give a fuck about exploring space. And why would we? In 1963, 1973, do you think we fucking had any inkling of how we were going to terraform the planets we'd land on? Colonize the fucking space? We could barely handle getting along on Earth. Jesus, Great Barrier Reef has lost half of its corals in just 20 years because the oceans are getting warmer and we're about to walk into an ice age. Small gatherings causing new COVID-19 infections. CDC and director warns. Yeah. Now they don't want you getting fucking... They just want you sequestered, isolated, and ready to move into the train or the bus when it's your turn. Man reportedly loses hearing in 1 year after contracting COVID-19. Jesus. I mean, I feel like there's got to be more to this. As far as this being like correlation rather than causality, but catching coronavirus prompting more than directly bug may cause permanent deafness among some patients, according to reports. Okay, one guy had asthma, referred to as an otolaryngologist. What? Otolaryngologist when he experienced the hearing loss after being treated for COVID-19 in the hospital. What was his condition or his treatment? His condition has deteriorated after spending a month on ventilator. Okay. But improved when remdesivir, steroids, and blood transfusion, according to the news outlet. Jesus Christ. The man soon developed tinnitus, or ringing in his left ear, and then lost hearing in it. Okay, so any one of these drugs, I wonder, don't forget ototoxicity during SARS. Ototoxicity not only contributes to sensorial and hearing loss, tinnitus, or loss of balance, or negative effect of remdesivir, and persistent imbalance retain a negative effect on mental. Okay. Ototoxicity during SARS-19 pandemic. Aim of this communication remind clinical professionals to be aware of ototoxic side effects of several specific drugs proposed for the treatment of the new SARS-CoV, in particular chloroquine and hydroxychloroquine, azithromycin, as well as antiviral drugs such as remdesivir, favipiravir, and lopinavir can all present potential ototoxic side effects. The data literature do not offer specific information of potential synergistic effects nor on their interactions. And then we'll find it is a particular time where the pandemic has reported clinical realities globally. I'd like to remind clinical professionals of ototoxic side effects of well-known issue back in vogue due to the recent use of specific drugs. Ototoxicity not only contributes to the sensorial hearing loss. So yeah, this is once again a lack of fucking people doing a simple goddamn Google search. This man most likely lost his hearing due to the remdesivir. That's probably what happened. Probably had nothing to do with COVID-19 and had everything to do with the drugs they put him on, which are known to cause ototoxicity, which can cause tinnitus, which can cause hearing loss. Bam, bitch. What am I, a stoner or a doctor? Just a stoner. New online dashboard tracks coronavirus cases in Maine schools. Great, they're tracking your children. That's where it always starts. Next month it'll be you. Indiana coronavirus updates. Chicago adds Indiana to COVID travel restriction order. Eli Lilly pauses antibody treatment trial. Fuck. That's all we got, ladies and gentlemen. That's the news. I'm your host, Rod. Follow, like I said below, at my bud tender Rod. We'll give you the outro. And I gotta go to the store to buy more drugs. I know. When one is out of cigars, they're also almost out of weed. And vice versa. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, like, leave a comment or a message in the chat. You know where we're at.